Live in downtown Detroit, Local 4 live stream with Jason Carr starts now.
And let's begin with breaking clown news, because what else would we be talking about to start the 9:15-ish, the Jason Carr experiment? Let's get right into it. We've got Pennywise there as our standby clown graphic. But things have taken a turn for the serious. John, there's breaking news out of Livonia. The Embassy Suites hit this morning by an armed gunman disguised as a clown.
Wearing a clown mask, that's right. Apparently walked into the lobby around 7:15 a.m. and very little info that we've got right now, but took a lady's purse and a wallet, hit the clerk. So the clown controversy is continuing. It's
really reached an epidemic proportions, incidents both menacing and downright criminal. I mean, we're talking about just the last 2 days, what, 3 separate incidents just here in Metro Detroit alone?
I think it's even more than that, because we had 2 out of Ann Arbor, 2 robberies, 1 robbery in Brownstown Township, a boy who was assaulted in Sterling Heights, 2 women that were frightened in Sterling Heights. We've got the clown that was waving at clowns in Clinton Township, so it's... I mean, and that's just in Michigan. We've got them in Houston. They're happening all over the country now.
Well, I have right here, by the way, welcome to the 9:15. We got off to a flying start with the breaking news. There's an article on The Guardian that traces the clown insanity back to a little over a month ago in Greenville, South Carolina, when some kids reported 2 clowns menacing from the woods behind their housing complex there. Sociologist Robert Bartholomew at Botany College in New Zealand has studied mass hysteria for decades and said the current clown scare is a result of 2 rising forces in the U.S., social media and a fear of otherness, whether it arrives in a white Mercedes or a refugee boat. Quote, social media plays a pivotal role in spreading these rumor panics which travel around the globe in a blink of an eye. They are part of a greater moral panic about the fear of strangers and terrorists in an increasingly urban, impersonal, and unpredictable world. So the clown panic actually spread across the South into Alabama. There's a border town between Alabama and Florida called Flomaton. And a teacher there, Kendra Small, is quoted as saying, "Good grief, please save me from being trapped in a school with middle schoolers who are sure that clowns are coming to get them." In the metaphysical horror sense, the horror movie sense of that. But as we've seen over the ensuing weeks here, the clown-demic has gone from being something that is a social media meme or something that's viral to something that has morphed into real-world crime, with police chiefs stepping to microphones to say that we're not going to stand for this. As we did yesterday, we ask you for your feedback, your comments below, here on the Facebook Live on the Local 4 WDIV Facebook page, also at my page, at Jason Carr TV, where you can see some of the comments that are already rolling in. Now, onto a topic that's a little less unsettling, unless, of course, you're a rabid shopper.
Mall of America closing for Thanksgiving Day. It's fantastic. I love this. I know.
You got to give the slow clap to the Mall of America, or I'm sorry, just Mall of America.
Mall of America.
Mall of America, for having the intestinal fortitude in the face of sure profits to do what they did and say, you know what, family is more important. Of course, the madness will all resume the next day with Black Friday anyway. But on
They're going to
Thanksgiving
open at 5 a.m. They'll be ready for it. But I think that this is a great thing. That Thanksgiving isn't meant to be. I've never gone out for Thanksgiving for that whole thing. I've never even really been out on a Black Friday.
I once scored a sweet deal on one of those kind of deals. I got a PlayStation 2 when it first came out in the year 2000. We think Thanksgiving is a day for families and for people we care about. Jill Renslow, the mall senior vice president of marketing, told the Associated Press, "We want to give this day back." End quote. Jill.
Well done, Jill.
A smattering of slow claps emanating from the digital empire here at WDIV. What's next on the docket, John?
Oh, we're talking about Apple? No, we're talking about Macintosh. Apparently there's a candle that smells like a brand new Mac. It is being made by
I know.
South.
Here's the thing. When you get a new car, there's the unmistakable smell of the new car, which is actually molecules evaporating off the dashboard, dissolving. That's what that smell is, by the way. It's a very distinct smell. Even when you buy those new car air fresheners, the little Christmas trees that hang from the dash, that never smells like the actual thing. Now, I've acquired probably 5 or 6 new Apple products over the last few years. I've never noticed a particular smell from unboxing a new MacBook Pro. Oh, well, I don't have a MacBook Pro, but, you know, a new iPhone or a new iMac.
Yeah, well, in this candle, they've got them scented as mint, peach, basil, lavender, mandarin, or sage.
Not buying it.
I've never.
Not buying it.
I don't smell that when I walk into the Apple store.
Here's something I would buy from Vans. Wait for it.
Shoes. Some good-looking Toy Story shoes.
Not just any shoes, but Toy Story endorsed Vans that come in a variety of schemes, flavors, colors. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's the wallpaper from Toy Story, and the shoes mimic the Andy that was written on the bottom of Woody's boot in the 1995 original Toy Story. You got a friend in me.
Do-do-do-do-do.
You got a friend in me. What a great movie! What a great song!
Yeah, they got one that features the aliens, one that's just got all the different toys. These look like the characters from Sid's Room. Maybe a Bo Peep version. These are straight up just Woody's cowboy boots. A couple of good-looking shoes.
Quite stellar. Before we get to the next item on the agenda, Tranny Granny, and I'll explain that in a minute, can we go back to the Embassy Suites
Absolutely.
locator? If you're just now joining us, the clown insanity continues. Another armed gunman went into the lobby there in the photo you saw of the Embassy Suites this morning around 7:12 a.m. dressed in sweats and a clown mask, brandishing a firearm. We don't know what kind of weapon, what kind of handgun he had, but he actually took money off of the clerk and people who were in the lobby, customers, people who were staying at the hotel, who might have been at the hotel for business. At any rate, police, Livonia PD, investigating yet another clown-related crime unfolding this morning here in Metro Detroit. So again, this has gone from people thought it was a marketing stunt, people thought it was related to an upcoming movie, to Halloween. It has now morphed into real-life crime. Now, on to Tranny Granny.
Talking Halloween costumes.
Why did you look at each other and nod?
Well, for a moment we weren't sure that we had made that graphic here, this Halloween graphic, and we were kind of stumbling at the beginning to make
All right.
one. Anyways,
that would be producer
it was
John
already ready.
And associate producer Jacob. If I just given you a title you don't actually have, but
That works.
that works.
That's
Okay.
what I am.
All right. Tranny Granny. Let's see it. I'll just read it. Amazon and Walmart are under fire after selling a Tranny Granny Halloween costume. The costume has gotten a lot of backlash. Walmart says they pulled the costume as soon as they realized it was posted on their site. The costume still is being sold on some sites, although the name has been changed to Manny Granny, where still available.
I don't know. Who wears that? Who picks that costume out?
Well, I mean, the problem there is I mean, obviously there's the first problem, but the second problem is the complete lack of originality in terms of not coming up with your own costume or being clever or original about something, but instead just going to some random website and acquiring Manny Granny is what you're going to wear to the Halloween party. I don't know.
Shopping for Halloween costumes at Walmart.com. You're probably not going to have that many options. I don't know.
Hey, did you hear about the bear attacking inner city Detroit?
Bears in Detroit?
Bears in Detroit, not the Bears attack, the bear attack that happened to the Lions.
Oh.
No. This
No.
is the real deal. This snarling, ferocious beast. Come on over. Dustin's going to walk right in. Come on over here, Dustin. All right. This is our digital czar here at Local 4, Dustin Block. Morning.
Morning.
Now, as John brings up the bear, show us the bear, John.
That's the
can
bear.
You give us the lowdown.
There it is. So my wife Claire was at the 826 Michigan. Wait, 820.
That's right.
Is that right? 826 Michigan opening last night in Eastern Market, and this was there. It's a bike with a bear welded around it. So we don't know much more about it. It was kind of part of the theme. Dave Eggers had this. He was unveiling these mobile pieces, animals on wheels, or something like that, and real cool environment. And that bike kind of topped it off.
So the bear that's looming over your left shoulder there in the graphic has nothing to do with the bear bike at all. It's just there to...
If we could get that bear on the bear bike, we'd really have something, right? Like that'd be good. We were wondering though, are people going to be mad that it's not a tiger, it's not a lion?
Oh,
why
that's
we
true.
go with the bear, right? So, but still pretty cool.
Now,
That is pretty
is
cool.
it only on 2 wheels, or is it?
That's interesting.
That's a good question. I don't
Thank
know.
you, Dustin.
Very difficult
Dustin's
to
gonna
balance
get right
that.
on that.
Wow.
He's going to get to the bottom. Oh, you can put that over there. Thank you, sir. What color is the bag?
Oh boy, we're at
Here
this
we go.
again, huh?
What color is the bear?
Well, this was the dress. If you
Let's start with the
remember,
dress, right? Is that what you have first?
Yeah, that was almost 2 years ago now.
Remember this right here?
The dress.
Was it white and gold or blue and black? I never saw it as anything but blue and black. It was blue and black. But people lost their minds. They said, no, the dress is white and gold.
And then about 1 year later, to the date, there was this Adidas jacket that was out there, and what color that was.
I missed that one.
Yeah, that was that. I
What was
remember
the?
that one.
What were the choices? Because that
It was
looks
like a light blue and a white, and it was also like a gold and a
No, that's clearly like
Green and
light
gold.
teal or aquamarine and like off-white.
well, here we are with a bag.
Now, here's the thing about whites. It's like white can have a certain hue to it. Same thing if you're painting a room a dark color, like black can have, it'd be like a blue black or like a green black. I had a car that definitely had a greenish hue to the black. This, when I first looked at it, I was like white, but it looks a little blue. It looks a little on the blue side.
And it is.
Well, now obviously that's blue. It looks like robin's egg blue.
I mean, I guess it's all about the lighting. Photography in its entirely is about
This
the
is a
lighting.
Kate Spade handbag. The interweb's going crazy, divided all over again because some people are saying it's white and some people are saying it's blue.
The bag's actually called Mystic Blue.
Mystic Blue, Jacob says. Associate producer Jacob is weighed in with the actual color from Kate Spade, Mystic Blue. Not maize and blue, Chuck. Do we have any more information on Embassy Suites in Livonia? Anything?
I don't think it's the latest that I had said. Black male handgun, clown mask, quarter after 7, black hoodie, sweats, blue car.
Oh, that's what we left out. Black hoodie, sweats, and a blue car. We're going back and talking about Embassy Suites, the breaking news that happened a little over 2 hours ago in Livonia at the Embassy Suites. A guy, clown mask, black hoodie, sweats, in the lobby with a gun, robs the clerk and patrons in the lobby at gunpoint, and gets away in a blue car, right? Blue car?
Blue car.
Of undetermined make, model. Livonia PD investigating to try to find out what's going on with this latest incident involving clown paraphernalia. But the clown-demic is, I mean, it's just that. It's gotten to epidemic proportions. Let's go to now one of our final topics. Skin-to-skin contact. Web producer David back there should know about this in case he doesn't want to spend the extra $40. What's the deal here?
Who knew you could price it? $40. $39.95, I believe.
This is in Utah.
This is
A dad took to Reddit to share his story of how he was charged $39.95 to hold his baby after his wife's C-section. He was obviously happy just to be able to hold the baby, so he wasn't really all that upset. The hospital attempted to clear the air, saying the charge was an extra nurse that was in the room, or who was in the room. Although the receipt clearly says, as John just showed you, skin-to-skin contact, $39.95.
Apparently, skin-to-skin contact is one of those things that has to be monitored by a nurse who's watching that. The argument that I've always been seeing is that the nurse is in the room anyways. So how did they?
I'm at a loss for words as to how a hospital could itemize something like that.
And from what I also read, this picture was taken by that nurse.
Yep.
So maybe that's her
So it's a
charge as a
photography
professional
charge.
photographer.
It's exactly
it's
it.
$39.95.
Yep, using the father's digital camera. But
What do you think? Facebook Nation, Local 4, Live in the D, 915-ish Nation. What do you think about this dad being charged $39.95 for skin-to-skin contact after the birth of his child? Seems a bit ridiculous to me, but we are glad that you're joining us here to share your thoughts on this and the clown sanity that's going on and all the craziness in the world. So by all means, let us know what you think. We will see you at the top of the hour on Live in the D. This concludes the Jason Carr experiment for this fine Thursday.
stay classy, Detroit.